Hello and welcome to Neverwinter Nights 2, and this will be part 37. In the previous part we went to Bone Nash's lair and defeated the Isaac Bone Nasher, allowing him to run away, being the individual he was. And then we released the emissary of Waterdeep, sort of. I did say in the previous part that I intended to see if I could go back to Old Well to get rid of some stuff, but some testing proved that I can't. There's a certain encounter that will happen whether I try to go back to Old Well or not. So in order to try to mitigate some of the weight issues, I'm going to see if I can get Eleni to identify some of this stuff, and she can probably carry a few items. Obviously, Kelgar is the stronger individual, but yeah, you will see for yourself.
I am listening.
So, what do you have? Swordsman's belt. Oh, 5 points of slashing resistance. Likely useful. Composite longbow even. It's got the stat called Mighty +3. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned Mighty before, but it basically allows a strength bonus of up to +3 to be applied to the bow's damage, which is something you normally don't get with bows. And Duskwood bows will do the same, and anything that's composite when it comes to bows will allow for a certain amount of strength to be added to the bow's damage. Basically, the arrows damage likely not hitting someone in the face with a bow, but I mean, what do I know? People can do what they want. Regardless.
Yeah?
What are you carrying? You're carrying some healing
Everyone,
potions? What are you
follow
carrying?
me.
You're carrying nothing?
Indeed.
And you are still carrying too much weight, aren't you? Well, we have pack mules, so yes, let's just do the good old classic quick save thing and then move on. Quick save completed, by the way, in case you're wondering. What are you standing there for? So, irrelevant of what you're trying to do. Don't think we can actually select. No, we can select somewhere else. So let's just try and go to Old Well. Why not? Travel. You have encountered something on the way to your destination. So let us do some buffing, because we likely need it. What do we got down there? We got some orcs. Hello, orcs. They are hostile. Okay, cool. Let us see how they like being soundbursted. We didn't care. Some of them did care. Let's do some divine power. Why not?
To battle! Well, that was entertaining. Looks like we caught them by surprise for a change. Just like orcs. They don't know when to quit.
Bit like you then.
Hey! Those are our orcs!
I think it's fairly safe to say that Kelgar Ironfist has been modeled somewhat after Gimli. But let us go and attack those orcs. You guys don't need to follow, it's perfectly fine. You just stand back and look like idiots. Come on.
The Sword Mountains are a dangerous place, more now than ever, with the orc tribes gathered behind Logrim's banner.
I am grateful for your assistance.
I am Casavir, and my men and I have been hunting this group of orcs for days.
The Grey Cloaks has been trying to make contact with you.
I am aware of that. Be assured that my people and I fight against the orcs, if not on Neverwinter's behalf. My scouts have reported on your progress through the Sword Mountains. You have survived much. Why are you here?
I'm not entirely sure myself. Why am I? We are searching for the orc chieftain, Logrim Eyegouger.
Then we share the same goal. His lair is difficult to find, and the approach is no doubt well defended. Killing Logrim would certainly throw the orcs into disarray. However, I'm guessing that you have another purpose for being here as well.
Why would you say that?
Well, anyone looking to slay the orc tribe chieftain would normally bring along a larger force. No matter. As our goals are the same, your reasons are none of my concern.
So where's the lair?
Our soldiers know the mountain well, but even they would have missed it if not by chance. If you intend to enter the stronghold of Logrim, it is to the north. I can lead the way.
What about your troops?
We have lost some men, but I will assemble who I can and join you on the assault.
No, Catriona. We have already lost too many, and a massed attack on Logrim will only cost us more. I will be going on alone.
Casavir, sir, we kept you from this once. I think it's best if...
Please, it is important that you do as I ask. Take the survivors and fall back to the Greycloaks' camp. Do what you can to help them and keep the pressure on the orcs. If we cannot defeat Logrim, then he will come after them in full force, and the Greycloaks must be warned.
So, after all this time avoiding the Neverwinter forces, now you want me to stride right into their camp? Look, Casavir, let me go with you. There is no need to keep doing this alone. Let us help you.
Oh, we don't... No, okay. Why aren't we bringing in the others?
A smaller group will move quicker and attract less attention. The trail to Logrim's lair is narrow. More swords will not aid us there.
I've seen that trail. If you go up there, you will be nothing more than easy targets. Gods know what guards or defenses they have. You'll be killed.
You have your orders, Catriona. We'll meet you back at the Greycloaks' camp after we have dealt with Logrim.
Very well. Good luck, sir.
Are you ready to take on Logrim and his clan? I can guide you to the path to his lair.
We could use his help. There's greater beasts than orcs in these mountains, and we may need every blade we can get if we cross paths with them.
It will require that I take a place at your side, however, if your group can spare the room.
So, meet Casavir. He's a paladin, by the way. And for this part of the game, he has to be a party member. The main character is a fighter type, and Kilgar is a fighter type because he's a fighter. Surprise, surprise. So, Kilgar will be the one to sit out. It's not going to be as painful as it may sound, because that will become evident later. But for now, let's go with Eleni and Grobnar. That is the party we will accept. And then we will do some resting. And some quick saving. I just wonder if I should talk to Casavir now or save it for a bit later. I suppose I can save it for a bit later. Now, anyone will tell you that compared to a fighter and virtually every other fighter type, paladins are weak. And they are to a certain point. But while a fighter is a fighter, I mean, most experienced Dungeons & Dragons players would never take an excessive amount of fighter levels because the fighter is just that, a fighter. It's very good at what it's doing, but it's also very limited outside of that field. The paladin, of course, is a holy warrior, and as such, it has a base in the fighter, but also a slight base in cleric. And it may not be as good a fighter as a fighter, and definitely not compared to certain of the other classes that are available, especially the prestige classes. But the paladin does have a few tricks up its sleeve which are useful. For the general purpose of the playthrough, until forced to do otherwise, this is likely the party I will be using, so if that's going to annoy people, I'm sorry. I just want to clarify it now, so anyone hating Casavir and hating Grobnar and hating me, they, make up their own mind. So, some loot to be had. That is very, very important. How are we looking for experience if I'm not... we're nowhere near. Okay, no worries. No harm done. I suppose having these sort of forced encounters where you basically have to team up with someone is a very good way to get to know the character and get used to the character, but it can also feel a bit... I guess it's not super important. For reference, before I carry on, Casavir is another of those party members I've never tried to use for an extended period of time. Normally my party would consist of my own character, Kelgar, Nishka, and Eleni, as much as it is possible to do. So, try something new. Where is the thingy magic eye gouger? Let's travel. So we likely have an area very, very similar to this is where we start, and we have to navigate all the way around. So, should probably do some blessing stuff. Let's just get some action going.
These enemies will not stand against us for long.
If you say so.
I'll handle this one.
Nature!
Let us settle this.
Fairly decent experience for some spiders, and they will likely drop limbs gifts. If I haven't mentioned that before, by the way, those components you get can be broken down using mortar and pestle, and then used for enchanting purposes. But you need to have a specific feat. It's not a skill, it is a feat. So, I'm looking... should probably throw a healing spell his way. There's one huge advantage to having Casavir with you, by the way. I have played a bit with Casavir, but not to an extended period of time. Even. But a defining paladin ability is Smite Evil, which will basically do a lot of damage to evil individuals. But because of the game's design having a lot of opponents being neutral, the chaotic neutral character could be just as, what should we say, unreliable as an evil character. And apparently the game's design has a lot of not evil enemies. Casavir will never ever waste a Smite Evil. So if you play this game and you play with Casavir, you intend to, for some reason, to play a paladin yourself, he can teach you what is evil and what is not, because he will never ever waste a Smite Evil against a non-evil individual. So, come on, get rid of that. Why is that not aggressive? I mean, you summon it, I don't know whether you summon it to look at it or something, proper, but I mean, it's a pretty wolf, I suppose, but whatever. Yeah, it is what it is. Unsummon. Bye-bye. Good.
Bonaparte.
Because of course you only have limited Smite Evil attempts per day, and if you smack something and you think it's evil and it turns out not to be evil, you will not do any bonus damage to the opponent, but you will still waste the charge. This is always lovely. So, what can we do here? We can Divine Power ourselves. And then we can see if they like being bursted with sound. Probably don't care either way. No, didn't particularly care.
I shall be victorious!
Go. I am actually considering looking into enchanting, but it will have to take some time to get that sorted. For reference. It will benefit me much if I do something about it, but I do not have the room for defeat myself. So someone else will likely have to deal with that, and I got a candidate in mind.
Creonavitus. Bonaparte.
Oh, he must have run out of arrows because he's not doing much.
Hope you're ready for the fighting fury of Grobnar Nolan.
No.
Have failed.
Oops, Casavir went down.
The land.
You disappoint me. That was a low critical hit. Come on. What will you hit it, please? Okay. No. Eleni, just
By
leave
the
that.
shadows of Merdelaine.
We will
All right.
come back here. Disabled party AI. Thank you very much. So what's to say? Are we getting out of combat? Because that would be nice. Yeah, cool. Okay, can we add to rest here? No, enemies are nearby. Surprise, surprise. We can see them. But you know what? We can heal him up a bit.
Bonaparte. Bonaparte.
And we finally have someone who can take our healing kits because he's got decent healing skill. And he actually uses the healing kits, so you have those. I'm pretty sure we'll use them in combat given the option. So, let's just quick save and get rid of those orcs over there. Now we can re-enable and see what happens. There's a barrier there. Let's use some of these. Come on, please. Oh, you don't want to do that. Well, then use it against that instead, I don't care. No? You have to break down this barrier, which is rather annoying, but whatever it is, what it is.
The land is against you!
Let us settle this.
And all within it!
You just settle it all you want, I don't mind.
The land is against you!
Come on. This is actually embarrassing.
Attack!
Can you go there, please?
I can do that.
Can you go there, please?
The land is against you!
Ah, okay. If you insist on doing that, can you at least attack that barrier?
Watch
Thank you very
out!
much.
Bonaparte.
Hooray!
Allez, mes vos grains.
Come on, Eleni, please. For the love of I don't know what. You don't need to extend the. Okay, I don't want to complain about this all the drinking time, but seriously, that barricade is 200 yards away from where we're currently fighting, and the AI is just no, let's keep fighting. We're trying to recover here. Would you please come back? Just come back. Yeah. Come on. Thank you. So, a rebuffing time.
Glory Conforus.
Heavy crossbow, no use. Not unlike a lot of other players, I assume. It is very, very easy to just pick up a bucket load of potions and then forget about them. And then you suddenly have 200 potions and you can't understand why you can't move. Did I check that? Not sure I did. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Of course. There's some bolts. You know what, let's take them. They weigh very little and it's possibly possible for someone to use a crossbow. Whereabouts are we? We are here. Where am I? You are here. Cool. Good to know. Can we
Allez, mes vos grains.
Spell failed!
Not stand against us for long. Bien payé, Koroi.
Spell failed!
Ah, cool. These days is It's so incredibly annoying, but whatever. Can I actually cast past this?
Reonavitus.
I can. Cool. Injured? I mean, don't know how many hit points they have. They feel like they have hundreds of hit points here.
Reonavitus.
No, apparently not. So, whatever it takes.
Reonavitus.
If you insist, I can lightly, No. Heal you. Heal you. Come on.
Bonaparte.
The land is against you!
I think the barricade disappeared, by the way.
Reonavitus.
Come on, please, let us, Hellhound Tooth. Interesting. Heavy crossbow +1, that is slightly more useful. And we will likely have to do some resting again. I don't care about the shurikens, but I do care about the healing kit. So, there's some spiders. We should be able to take them with what we currently got, I suppose. How far can I get to toss them? Oh, far enough.
Reonavitus.
Wow. Didn't seem particularly impressive.
Rio Avoca. Rio no. Reonavitus. Reonavitus.
It's like casting full lightning, but it's got very limited range and of course all targets like that by the time you get the cast, so that's why it fizzled. So, we are flirting with time for this part, so I'm going to end this part here, and when we come back I will have rested and rebirthed and all that good stuff. So when we come back we are going to move further into this mountainous area thing, and hopefully bump into the Eye Gouger lair. So as for now, thanks for watching, take care, see you next time, bye bye.